Aging and In-Home Services of Northeast Indiana is a large nonprofit agency serving older adults and their caregivers since 1974. They cover Adams, Allen, DeKalb, Huntington, LaGrange, Noble, Steuben, Wells, and Whitley counties. And joining us today to start are Mary and Maureen. And Mary, I guess, what's the topic for today?
We're going to talk about questions and answers.
Okay.
Okay. As the premier resource for older adults and persons with disabilities and their caregivers, we get a lot of questions. And we've set up our Aging and Disability Resource Center as the one-stop shop to get answers for those questions.
Okay.
One of the areas we get a lot of questions is about Medicare. And as well we should. 15% of the population is enrolled in Medicare, and Medicare's parent company, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, is the single largest payer for health care in the United States. So it pays for almost everything. But that is one of the questions we get a lot of is, what do you mean Medicare doesn't pay for everything? Mm-hmm. We also get the question, what do you mean Medicare isn't free? And another all-time favorite question is, what do you mean I can't sign up any time? So we
well, I feel like, I hire an accountant to do my taxes because they are an expert on this giant government, book of law. I feel like you guys are almost the accountants of Medicare.
Oh, I like that. We may work that into a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Maureen is our Chief Operating Officer, and the Aging and Disability Resource Center is one of the departments that she oversees. And in fact, Maureen helped establish, you were the lead on establishing the Aging and Disability Resource Center at Aging and In-Home Services a few years ago.
Right.
So,
10 years ago.
Oh,
10 years ago. And with the vision of doing what? Of being that one source place that people could come to for answers?
Exactly. The Aging and Disability Resource Centers has really been a national movement. And the idea is that there's one place that seniors and disabled individuals and their caregivers and other professionals who are working with them can go to find information and gain access to long-term services and supports in the community.
Did you bring in partners and different resources to make this all go?
Exactly. We have case managers on staff who are really experts on community resources. And we have a very extensive resource database of programs and things in the community that we can connect individuals to. And we also recently built a resource center that is a freestanding building.
Right, so this kind of the building in front of your bigger building there.
Exactly, so we've provided the service since 2008. That was mostly a phone-based interaction with people who would be calling in, but now with the freestanding building, we're able to do a lot more one-on-one with individuals, counseling, and as you mentioned, we can bring in community partners who can be co-located there in the building, which means that clients don't have to drive around to different buildings to talk to various agencies. They can find all of their resources right in one spot.
Yeah, which has to be a tremendous, everyone has that kind of different style of how I want to get my information, especially when it's something complicated. Sometimes over the phone doesn't work. I need a person there to make eye contact and explain it and walk me through.
Right, a lot of times it can be a very complicated situation, and as Mary mentioned, there can be issues with Medicare, maybe with billing, and you really need to sit down with someone and look at the paperwork that they have and meet with them one-on-one, face-to-face.
So people, I'm sure, are asking, is this going to be costly to come in contact and use these resources? What's the fee structure going to look like?
Right. Well, the Aging and Disability Resource Center is funded through state and federal dollars, and so there's actually no charge to use the service. And so you can come in, you can meet with a case manager, spend some time with them, and there's no charge to an individual.
That's terrific. And we want to try to answer some of the questions that get asked typically. We'll do that here on the show. Obviously, then you can go deeper on your own. You can start right now if you're like, okay, I have questions I need answered right away. Go over to their webpage, which is AIHS.org. AIHS.org. Aging and In-Home Services here for the full show on Insight. We'll be right back.